The current conflict in South Sudan has already claimed thousands of lives, left millions displaced, and in complete devastation, causing acute food and water shortages in some parts of the country. As Jonglei, Unity, and Upper Nile states face acute food shortages, citizens in Jamara village of Lanya County have plenty of food. Sarah Kiden is one of the village residents. She says her family of 12 gets enough food to eat.
Sabah ana gira kabu futur. Belmisa ana gira kabu asa. Kandi fanja ana bira kabu iyal bakul. De ajali. Akil kifaya fi, taita bed fi. Lakin tena ta group de fi kama.
All her 6 granaries constructed around her house are filled with food she and her family do not need. She says each granary can store up to 1.5 truck full of food, most of which she and her family do not get to consume. Just like then, the majority of residents of Jama are farmers. Most of them are in groups of about 25, farming hundreds of acres. Kiden says her family works hard to produce a lot of food. Kiden's family is not alone. Many other families in the village and the villages around complain for not being able to access potential markets beyond the boundaries of their localities. Cassava, beans, maize, groundnuts, and vegetables are in plenty. She says she's aware about the fact that some areas of her country severely lack food. She says if it weren't for the fear of losing her life due to the insecurity that has blanketed South Sudan, she would take her surplus food to such areas where there is high demand for foodstuffs. She and her fellow colleagues view Jonglei, Unity, and Upper Nile states as potential markets for their surplus food. But taking food to areas that need it is rather impossible. The government cannot do much to help. The Agriculture Commission of Lanya County, Paul Langilo, is aware about the economic needs of his farmers, but he can't do much. All he can do for his farmers is to keep telling them to continue farming.
My farmers of Lanya County, I want to encourage them to continue. Although the government will not be able to carry on assisting them, and what I would like to put across entirely on the side of Omuko, especially the Zoa who is still with us, I wanted them to continue and help us on the side of agriculture more and more.
The turmoil in South Sudan still continues amid delays of reaching peace deal brokered by IGAD in Ethiopia's capital, Addis Ababa. The security situation continues to deteriorate every day. The farmers complain that the current situation in their country has rendered their efforts almost to nothing, as most of their produce wastes. The high food production is a result of better farming methods they learned recently. NGOs like ZOA claim they taught the farmers better and appropriate techniques to grow crops, and that they have successfully achieved the goal amid challenges. According to Abraham Latigo, the NGO's Agriculture Extension Officer, the farmers have already put the knowledge into practice.
First, we have to teach them how to plant their crops. How? By selecting the best crop which will perform well in their location. 2, the good spacing. And also the agronomic processes that follow after you've planted your crop. Things like weeding, which has to be done timely. We talk of harvesting also.
Further, Latigo says his NGO teaches Kiden and her fellow farmers through what he describes as farmers' field schools. Latigo believes his farmers would have progressed economically if there wouldn't be any violent conflict. He complains his farmers cannot move their produce to areas in need.
We had the stage for production, and now the time has come when people have already started now reaping from their long struggle of work. People have food, yes, and now they want money.
Jamara village is located about 80 miles southwest of Juba in Central Victoria State of South Sudan. Kiden and her colleagues hope for better security, allowing them to offer their surplus at least outside their own village. For the Niles, I am Ochan Hannington in Lanya.